24,000 doses of the COVID-19 vaccine arrived on the island of Antigua on April 8th via the COVAX Facility. What is COVAX and how is it related to COVID-19 and vaccinations? COVAX is the COVID-19 Vaccines Global Access, a global initiative aimed at equitable access to COVID-19 vaccines. COVAX forms part of the Access to COVID-19 Tools ACT Accelerator. This is a framework for global collaboration that came to fruition in response to a call from G20 leaders at the start of the pandemic in 2020. The management of the COVAX facility falls under 3 partner agencies, which include Gavi, the Vaccine Alliance, the Coalition for Epidemic Preparedness Innovations, CEPI, and the WHO, with UNICEF as key implementing partner. The vaccine cargo was met on arrival by the Prime Minister of Antigua and Barbuda, the Honourable Gaston Brown, Minister for Health, the Honourable Morwin Joseph, Foreign Affairs Minister, the Honourable Chet Green, British High Commissioner, Her Excellency Lindsay Thompson, and CMO, Dr. Rhonda Seeley-Thomas, along with members of the Ministry of Health team. Prime Minister Gaston Brown says vaccination is the only way forward.
Now, it's important that our citizens and residents make themselves available to take these vaccines, because all of these vaccines, they are efficacious and they prevent hospitalizations and deaths.
He says the Twin Islands state could look forward to dire economic woes if vaccine action is not taken now.
So I want each of us to understand the implications of not achieving herd immunity as soon as possible. And those who believe that the last 12 months were extremely challenging, if we fall behind in returning to normalcy within the next few months, I have to tell you, the scars that we have experienced during the last year would turn into deep economic wounds with significant socioeconomic consequences. It is within our power to avert those consequences. And that is why I joined this morning the call of the Minister of Health and the CMO for each individual who has not gotten vaccinated as yet to make himself or herself available to be vaccinated.
Minister for Health, the Honourable Morwin Joseph, underscored the importance of herd immunity.
This is the most important phase we are entering now. Because unless we achieve herd immunity in Antigua and Barbuda, we are not going to be on the level of the developed countries on whom we rely for our business, our markets, United States and United Kingdom. Within a matter of 2 or 3 months, they would have achieved herd immunity. We must not be left behind. We must also achieve herd immunity in Antigua and Barbuda.
Chief Medical Officer Dr. Rhonda Seeley-Thomas praised the Pan American Health Organization for its continued efforts and commitment to healthcare in Antigua and Barbuda and the region.
PAHO has been a leader globally in vaccination. Its Revolving Fund has been hailed as a best practice, and through this mechanism, PAHO has provided safe and effective vaccines to Antigua and Barbuda and other countries in the Americas. We can attest in Antigua and Barbuda that because of PAHO, we can boast of about 95% coverage for most of our vaccine-preventable diseases, including measles, mumps, rubella, whooping cough, tetanus. And it's because of PAHO and the dedication of our nurses and doctors in our community that we can boast this achievement.
Under the COVAX facility, the Pan American Health Organization, along with the World Health Organization, Gavi, CEPI, and UNICEF, have set a target for the Americas to provide enough vaccines to cover around 100 million people by the end of 2021. Once this is achieved, it means that these countries will have enough vaccines to immunize 20% of their populations. PAHO Director Dr. Carissa Etienne says, because of the global limitations on manufacturing vaccines, it has been difficult for our region to gain access to the vaccines we need to immunize our populations. Vaccine production for approved COVID-19 vaccines needs to increase worldwide because none of us will be safe until all are safe. It is simple. Do your part. Get vaccinated. Vaccines bring us closer.